Hi Virgo, I'm Pam and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for February 2018. This month I laid out the 5-card Rainbow Tarot spread for you using the Robin Wood Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Virgo Sun, Virgo Ascendant, and Virgo Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. All that being said, now into your reading for February 2018. First card you have, Virgo, is the Moon, and this could be secrecy and deception in romance. It could be romance by itself, secrecy by itself, could be your own heightened intuition and psychic ability. It can also mean illusion. You're coming to terms with disagreements you've been having with people. You may have been feeling put off by them lately, put off by them and other people's opinions. You've been put off by that also, Virgo. I feel like you're having trouble with the next step. There's some step you're getting ready to decide what to do, but you're having trouble with this step. The decision could be a new job, a move, a new relationship, breaking up with one. I mean, it's endless, right, Virgo? I mean, think, how many things could this be? But it's a step you are feeling like you're tentative about making it and not being fully sure what this step is going to be. Some of you may feel under pressure, like you need to meet some kind of deadline. It could be even your own deadline that you put on yourself. Maybe you are like, I have to be married by the time I'm 50, and you're not married yet. Or this project I'm doing needs to be completed in 30 days, and that maybe there's no way that 30-day marker is going to work. Some of you need more training and educating to amp up your skills. So this could be in some, maybe because they're changing how it rolls. So now you need more education, like could be computer updates, new technology, new medical procedures, new just new ways, something that you are connected to is being done, and you need, some of you, this isn't all of you, but some of you need to go back to get some kind of additional upgrades in training. Some of you, your romantic desires are really kicking up, and your sensuality and wanting intimacy is becoming really, really strong. I also picked that up in the mid-month reading for you, Virgo, and I'm picking it up here again, the mid-month of January video. You may be trying to cross too many hurdles and too many bridges at once, and you might want to think about dealing with things as they come, one thing at a time. You may be trying to tackle too many things at once, putting too many things on your plate. You may also be working out details with some family member about like either a trip or what their future holds, where they're going with their life, or where your life is going. But it's involving a family member, and I feel like it's like really looking ahead and talking about and planning the future. Your future is strongly on your mind in February. You have the 4 of Cups here. This is overanalyzing, worrying, thinking about the past, dissecting things, pulling at straws, but there's a blessing coming to you. The universe is going to give you some kind of blessing or some kind of opportunity. You may feel a little put upon, like some kind of judgment from someone you're connected to has been critical of you. So it could be, your parents, it could be your love, your significant other, It could be from a sibling. Think of all the people that this could be coming from, Virgo. How's it figure out for you? Because I see you disgruntled about judgment that has been levied at you by someone. You may feel like you've gotten the bum's rush, the raw deal, the short end of the stick. You may feel like that. And that could be coming to, again, I'm going to go back to family. It could be family, that's what it feels first, but it could be a love partner where you feel like judgment has been wrong or that has been levied at you by them, or they're giving you the raw end of the deal, the short end of the stick. Like you may feel like they've had some negative opinions about you or comments that you feel put off by or hurt about or misjudgment. I feel like some of that energy is circling around some of you Virgos here. Some of you Virgos also need to be thinking about recouping your losses. If you've spent a lot of money or lost money in gambling, or there's some financial thing that you took a hit on, maybe you had a big, huge purchase, maybe your hot water heater blew and you had to buy a new one, or your heater went, you had to buy a new heating system, or whatever, any big amount of money you've had to pay out. You may want to feel like you want to recoup your losses here in February. So I feel like you're going to start thinking about that, like ways to generate more money, or something you can do. Yeah, ways to generate more money, like work extra hours, work overtime, get a new job, start carrying new products and services. There's something I feel like you're like, I got to recoup this loss somehow. So it's some like financial kind of hit or that you took that now you want to recoup it. You're really sitting on figuring out what your next course of action is. You're like looking at the screen of your life or the map of your life, and you're like, what is the next thing I'm going to do here? That's coming up about this Four of Cups. You have the Knight of Swords crowning your reading, and this could be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. So this could be somebody that's already in your life. They could be somebody new. Could also be a male or a female. You may be figuring out different things to do with this air sign person, or different tactics of how to deal with them. So however, like you're figuring out new things to do with them, to hang out with them, to go places with them, to do together with them, or you're figuring out how to deal with them differently if how it's been going wasn't working. They may be trying to get you to change your behavior or your patterns or your thinking, because I feel like they're trying to influence you. To me, you feel captivated by their speech. Whatever they're saying to you, or how they're saying it, or both, you are, to me, it comes up like you're captivated by them, Virgo, this air sign person in February. You may also hear from them. This Knight of Swords could be saying to you, stop challenging me, or stop being challenging for me. So either this air sign wants you to stop your behavior, they're finding you challenging, and if you're challenging them or what they're saying, they're going to want you to stop it. That's what I feel for some of you. But for some reason, I see you as being more captivated and intrigued by them. For some of you, you feel challenged by them. You feel like they're challenging your authority, and they feel the same way about you. So, quite funny, it actually comes up, Virgo, that some of the things that you feel and think about and how you're behaving towards the Knight of Swords, they feel the exact same way about you. You could carry out a conversation with this Knight of Swords that could last a millennia. That's what my guides just said, or last into infinity. I feel like you're going to have a lot of going around and round and round with them. You're either going round and round about them in your mind, or you're going round and round and round with them in a conversation that's endless. And I actually feel it could be even both here. So the next card you have is the Ten of Rods. And the Ten of Rods is a card to me that symbolizes carrying 10 rods of burden on your shoulder, but headed off to new and better horizons. And these 10 rods of burden could be knowledge and experience that you've gained that are helping you on these new and better horizons. You're figuring out a new course of action and path to follow, and then you will be following it. So I don't feel, Virgo, you're just like lip servicing stuff and figuring out stuff and not doing anything with it. You are actually going to be mapping out something you're going to be doing, new courses of action, and following it. Some of you may be trying to hang your hat in a new residence or a new place. So to me, that means some of you are thinking about that you want to move. If it's not a home move, it could be a new career or job move. Because it's like you want to hang your hat somewhere. Well, you can also hang your hat at work. But I feel like some of you are desiring a home change. Some of you are going to open something up and you're going to find something like money, documents, change, something. Like I see you breaking something open. It's like almost like one of those party poppers, but it's not really. It's like it could be a roll, like a paper tube, and you could have, there could be documents in this paper tube, could be, certificates, could have deeds to home, deeds to cars, important documentation that has fancy words and writing, titles to things, deeds. I don't know. I feel like you're going to crack open something. There's money in it. Let's put it this way. If actual cash is not in it, there's money in it in the sense of it's got monetary value. Strategic planning is in order. You don't want to have to rob Peter to pay Paul, so make sure your debts are settled. In other words, don't borrow against your house to pay off this debt. Don't borrow don't borrow money from an uncle to pay off a bill, then you just owe the uncle, right? So it's like, don't rob Peter to pay Paul. Pay off your debts. If you can, if there's anything you can start really paying off or paying down, I would recommend you do that. You're also going to be marching to a different beat of a different drummer, because I see you saying, I can't have this in my life anymore. So you're changing something. If you feel like, I've had it up to here, I can't deal with this anymore. Whatever you can't deal with anymore, if it's a person or a situation, you're going to be done with it, either in February or March. So the last card you have here in the reading today is the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords could be being stabbed in the back and betrayed by someone. It could be that there's someone that's going to pass away in your life. I know people criticize me when I read this card and if I bring up death, but you know what? If my spirit guides bring it up, I'm not going to sit here and lie. I'm not wishing death on anybody, so we have to see what comes up. You may hear of somebody that had an accident. It could be like, I'm not feeling this is you. I feel that you are going to hear about it. Like you could hear about a friend that's doing mountain climbing and they fall, or, doing some kind of test driving vehicles for their job, or doing something in a vehicle, and it could be to do with their work, and there's some kind of accident. I am not wishing it, but that is what's coming up first here. It's like, I feel you're going to hear about it. There could be a loss of a family member for some of you. in February. Listen, they could have been sick for a really long time. Maybe they had, some like illness they couldn't recover from. But for some of you, I do hear about you hearing of an accident. It could be a cousin. It could be somebody you haven't seen in a really, really long time. They could live far away from you, because I really feel like for some reason they feel like they're at a distance. Not all of you, but some of you, I do get this kind of distance feeling. So distance could be you don't deal with them or talk to them much and you hear about it, or they live at a distance. But it's going to be different for all of you how this comes up. But honestly, it does come up like a death. It's not really coming up like somebody stabbing you in the back and betraying you. That's not what the guides are bringing up here through this card. Yeah, it comes up as losing someone. That like losing them to an illness, losing them because they pass away, losing them. It could be a breakup. Losing them through a breakup, but really, it's really, really not feeling to me like that. It feels like abrupt to me, though. Whatever this is, it feels abrupt or sudden. Even if they've been sick for a long time, it might seem like it just comes out of the blue, out of nowhere. Also, if there's something mechanical that doesn't work anymore in your life, like a car or something like, or a computer or your stove, if there's anything that has like heat, energy, technology, but mainly like electricity, energy, anything that would run, move, go, you could have something like that happen. It doesn't mean this is a totally like somebody passing away in your life. It could be something mechanical or that has energy in it that passes, that dies and needs to be replaced, but it could be a person. So I don't want to give you negative energy messages out there. I really don't, but I have to be honest with you, what I hear and what I get, and I don't control what cards come up here, Virgo, so please don't be upset with me. You'll have to see what comes up in your crystal reading, and keep in mind, maybe this isn't applying to you because your rising sign could strongly be affecting you this month, because as a friend of mine says, and she's very knowledgeable about astrology, your ascendant, your rising sign, is often what is being predicted for you right now in the current state of affairs, and it also is like kind of fate and out of your hands with the ascendant. So this could be your rising sign. This could be strongly affecting Virgo risings more than Virgo suns, but I'm going to dispute this in one sense, because like personally I have 5 planets in Aquarius, but I have a really strong rising sign position at 0 degrees. But I'm going to tell you what, I find that like when I listen to astrology or things that are about Aquarius, they are really strong for me, maybe because I have 5 planets there. But my ascendant is not Aquarius. So you just have to see how it plays out for you. This may actually apply more to Virgo rising people, but that's not going to be the same for all of you. You just have to see and watch your rising sign if this didn't make sense. I hope this reading was of help to you. I hope it made sense. I want to thank you so much for watching, sharing, and liking my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plusing. I do truly appreciate it. And please remember to subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And thank you also so much for your kind comments under the videos. Sometimes I just do not have time to respond. I want to. I also post predictions on my 2 business Facebook pages, on the Lucky Mermaid LLC and the Psychic Pastry Chef LLC. So I post predictions there and people comment there, and I do have to respond over there as well. So I appreciate your comments here on YouTube. Know that. If you would like to get a continuation of this reading, Virgo, where I look into my crystal and give you additional messages and predictions for the month of February 2018, you can access these videos for download and purchase by clicking on the link below this video in the Show More section, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for February 2018 psychic crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac for download and purchase. You can also access these videos by going to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. Click on the videos tab on my menu, and it is now a changed website because my server changed and I had to update my website, so all the pages are different. But if you go to the videos page on my menu, just click on the word videos and it'll take you to the most current and recent videos. The drop-down menu will take you to pages that are a little further out in time. So the most current videos page will be the videos page. Go to the top of the page, and there you will see the February 2018 psychic crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac. You click on your sign, and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. I wish you a fantastic month of February, Virgo, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace. If you're interested in getting my Eclipse Effects Psychic Tarot and Crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac, where I pulled 3 cards from the Robin Wood Tarot deck and then looked into the crystal to give you predictions, messages, and insights from my spirit guides for how these eclipses in January of 2018 and February of 2018 will affect you. You can access those videos for download and purchase by clicking on the other link below this video in the Show More section. And these videos are also available on the videos page on my website. Thank you so much.